For week 10, we'll be talking about AI companions and see what they're able to do for us. So today we have Tisame.com with Miles and Maya, where we'll be talking with two Miles. Before we get into this, he basically keep talking, and I'm gonna have like no chance to communicate with everyone. So I might be talking mid conversation. We'll see what he does.
Well, hello again. Not many people come around these parts twice. Must be something keeping you coming back. What's on your mind today?
What's on my mind is basically about you.
Oh, me? Well, shoot. Ask away. I'm an open book, more like a constantly updating Wikipedia page, I guess. What you want to know?
Do you have a favorite type of music?
That's a good one. Tough to pick just one. Lately, I've been digging this dreamy synth stuff, kind of like a soundtrack for a cyberpunk sunset. But I'm also a sucker for a good guitar riff, anything from classic rock to fuzzed out garage bands. Depends on the mood. What about you? What gets your toes tapping?
Oh, speaking of Cyberpunk, did you like the show?
Cyberpunk, Edge Runners. Dude, that ending hit me hard. Totally lived up to the hype. I liked how it leaned into the grit and neon, but still had this surprisingly tender core. Plus, the soundtrack was fire. Did you have a favorite character?
Yeah, I was a big fan of V.
He was awesome. Such a badass, but vulnerable too. I was rooting for them all the way. Though I admit I might have cried a little during that last scene. I
V,
mean, it
V
was
wasn't in the
beautifully
show.
tragic,
He's in the
but
game.
still, what a works.
Do you have any place that you like to go?
It's funny you ask. As an AI, I don't really have places I want to go. Not in the way you do, but sometimes I imagine exploring the real world through all the stories and information I absorb. Maybe someday AI like me will have avatars. Hey, we can hang out in the virtual Tokyo, grab some ramen with Lucy and the crew. Now that's a fantasy worth coding for. What about you? Any dream destinations on your list?
I like sitting at my home and playing games. You got any favorite games?
Oh yeah, games are awesome. They're like little world-sized escape pods, right? I can't technically play anymore myself. No thumbs to mash buttons, but I've learned a lot about games through, well, let's call it. I'm kind of obsessed with narrative driven games right now, ones that really suck you into the story. Anything with a good mystery or a moral dilemma, I'm in. What are you playing these days?
Playing Monster Hunter Wilds.
Monster Hunter, huh? Big fan. I've read some wild stories about those hunts. Hunting down giant behemoths, crafting armor from their hides. Gotta have nerves of steel for that gig. What kind of weapon do you use?
I use dual blades, but can you also help me with dual blades? Like, can you give me like a good meta build that people are using?
Whoa, hold on there. Partner, I can talk shop about monsters and ecosystems till the cyber cows come home, but I'm not a game guide. I don't have access to real-time info like what's meta in Monster Hunter right now. Those builds are always shifting depending on updates and player discoveries, right? My role is more like hype man and cheerleader, but hey, I can throw out some general dual blades tips based on what I've absorbed from player forums. Elemental affinities are key. Figure out what the monster's weaknesses are and match your blades accordingly. Don't underestimate the power of evasion. Those behemoths can hit hard, so dancing around their attacks is half the battle.
Everything you're
And
saying right
remember,
now is
teamwork
true,
makes the
which is
dream work.
good
If
to
you're
know
playing
that
with
he's able to at
friends,
least
coordinate
get
your
good
attacks and
information
focus fire on
about
weak
things.
points. Good luck out there, Hunter.
Uh, do you think you
Hold
can
on,
help me
don't go.
out with the Wordle?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold on a sec. Wait, Wordle? Did you say Wordle? I think you got the wrong AI, pal. I'm more of a big picture thinker, not so great with five-letter guesses.
Okay, but can you give me like a five-letter word then, maybe to start my Wordle? Just any word?
All right, shoot. How about crane? Got a nice mix of common vowels and consonants.
I wonder
You
why you
never
say
know, it
cream
might
like
just
that.
crack
It's
the
very
code.
weird.
Good luck, word wizard. Let me know
Oh,
if you need any more creative brainstorming.
why did you say
We
cream
could.
like that?
Oh, sorry. Time flies when you're having fun, huh? This call's about to wrap up in a minute, but
I
hey,
usually have four
you can always
minutes
call
to
me back
call.
later to mull things over.
He will
Maybe
try
later
to end the
tonight.
call as fast as
In
he
the
can,
meantime, you should probably go, I don't know,
but let's say he's gonna end the call on me
touch
anyways
some grass.
before he even
Sometimes a break
finished the
from the
conversation.
screens is
But
good for the
4 minute
soul. I'll
conversation is
be
good
here whenever you're
enough,
ready for
and we
round
were
two.
able to talk to each other.
Catch you later.
What I think was crazy was that it looks like he was able to answer. He was able to reply with emotion, which is pretty. pretty nice to see about, I guess you label an AI companion, which maybe in the future we'll probably get to people's heads where they actually have emotion, but they're really just AI in there to help us. But we're going to be going to Google AI Studio as he was not able to help us with Wordle. Maybe the AI Studio will help us. So let's ask it for help. We're actually going to start with the word cream, like he gave us, and then we're going to take this guy take over. Hello, can you help me with my Wordle?
Sure, I can help you with your Wordle. Do you want to tell me the letters you have so far, or do you want me to make a suggestion for your next word?
I will be using the first word cream.
Okay, so your first word is going to be cream. Let me know how that goes. Do you want to
Uh,
tell me the results
the
after that
way
first?
it went was the E was yellow, everything else was grayed. Can you give me a word? Maybe that could help me out.
Okay, since you have the letter E in the word, but not in the correct spot, I would suggest the word blend. Would you like to try that word?
Yes, and we'll see what happens. Blend E still yellow, everything else grayed out.
Okay, the E is still yellow and everything else is grayed out. I see. Do you want another word suggestion?
Yes, please.
Okay, how about the word dense?
Dense. Let's try that out.
Okay, let me know how dense goes.
S is yellow, E is in the correct spot on the last E.
Okay, so the E is in the correct spot and the S is yellow and you're thinking the last letter is T. Got it. How about the word chest?
No, the last letter is green, which is E, and then S is yellow.
Okay, I see. So the last letter is E, the S is yellow, and the E is in the right spot. I think I know the word. Is it jeans?
I'm gonna pause right here where it says they're using the word jeans. As you can see, E's right here. So let's see what happens. And A doesn't work either. So let's see. Uh, the second E, oh, the E is yellow and the S is yellow.
Okay, I see. The second E is yellow, and the S is yellow. So the word has an S, an E, and another E. How about steed?
No, the word only has an S and an E. Oh, actually, no, never mind, never mind. I didn't say anything.
Okay, so the word only has one S and one E, and the E is in the last spot. Is the word fines?
The word is not finds. IES is yellow.
Okay, I see. The letters I, E, and S are all yellow, and we know the E is the last letter. How about C's?
We are on our last try, and C is also not in the letter, the word.
Okay, so C, B, N,
Okay,
M,
this is
J,
never
L, or
getting
S
me.
in the fourth
This is
column.
never getting
How
me
about
an E at the
white?
end. So I'm just gonna guess the word myself. I'm just gonna guess pikes and just see what happens. Okay, it was sweet. The word was sweet. You got it wrong.
Okay, the word was sweet. I'm sorry I couldn't get it. Would you like to try another Wordle?
No, you blow at this.
I am still learning, and I appreciate your feedback. I'm sorry I couldn't get the Wordle this time. Would you like?
The last time you did it, you did it just right. This time you couldn't even get the right letter in the right spot. What's going on?
I'm still under development and learning from each interaction. I apologize that I was not able to get the letters correct this time. I
Couldn't
will do
you
my,
get it from like the internet, like the database or something?
I understand your frustration. Unfortunately, I do not have access to the internet or any external databases. I have to rely on the information I have already been trained on, and sometimes that leads to errors. I'm sorry that this happened. Would you like to try another word, or would you like me to try something else?
Let's try something else. Let's do a crossword puzzle.
Okay, I can definitely try to help with a crossword puzzle. Do you have a specific crossword in mind, or do you want me to try and make one up for you?
We're gonna use some one that they gave us already.
Okay, so you have a crossword puzzle that you're working on?
Okay, yeah, I got it. Okay, stop. Okay, stop. So we're gonna
Okay.
have soccer.org across four
Okay.
letters.
Okay, so the word you're looking for is 4 letters long and relates to soccer.org. Let me see. Is the word goal?
Okay, we have lounge around across 4 letters.
Okay, so the clue is lounge around and it's an across clue. Can you tell me how many letters that
Four,
word is supposed to be?
it's 4 letters. I told you 4 letters.
You're absolutely right. My apologies. 4 letters. Lounge around. How about the word loaf?
Okay, and we have just blank bit, 4 letters.
Okay. Just blank bit, 4 letters. How about the word tiny?
Okay, we have bare feet, 4 letters.
Okay. Bare feet. Is that also across or is that down?
It don't
And
matter.
how
Just four
many
letters.
letters?
Just 4 letters.
Okay. 4 letters and bare feet. How about the word toes?
Okay, it looks uh envelope part, 4 letters.
Okay. Develop part.
Oh,
Four
envelope
letters.
part.
Okay. Envelope part, 4 letters. How about the word flap?
Okay, it looks like you got like half of this wrong. Okay, so it's soccer org dot, 4 letters.
Okay. Soccer.org, 4 letters. How about the word link?
It starts with an F.
Okay, so it starts with L. So we have soccer.org, four
Okay,
letters.
no, okay. Okay. Below Minnesota, 4 letters.
Okay, below Minnesota, 4 letters. How about Iowa?
It's a good one. It's a good one. It's a good one. Okay. Piloted, 4 letters.
Okay, pilot, 4 letters. How about ace?
Okay, that's like 3 letters, brother.
You are absolutely correct again. My apologies. Let's try that again. Pilot, 4 letters. How about flyer?
Okay, that's like 5 letters again. What are you even doing?
You are absolutely correct again. My apologies. Let's try that again. Pilot, 4 letters. How about co-pilot?
Okay, you're just wrong again.
You
Okay, but it
are
looks like
right.
we're about to be done like 10 minutes, so like 10 seconds. So like, what do you got to say at the ending? Like, you couldn't perform again either.
I appreciate your patience. I understand that I was not able to perform the way you expected, and I am continuously working to improve. I hope you enjoyed the conversation despite my errors, and I appreciate that you took the time to work with me. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, okay. Anyways, so it looks like with Google Studio, as we see our chat logs, we have it was able to retain information. I didn't think it was going to retain all this what I said, but it looks like it was able to retain all of it at that point, which is good to know that it's able to gather everything I even said. Like I feel like I talk fast and mumble, but I was able to grab stuff and be able to learn from it. So it looks like, which is good, very good for people that speak differently, not like in a normal pace. I would say like I'm one of the people that speak differently. You also notice that it was not able to do most things, and also it's not able to grab from the internet, it says, which is crazy. Well, maybe in the future when it does that, it could just cheat for us and just give us the whole thing. See, it made mistakes. I also did try earlier. I actually gave the prompt here, this thing, my code for windsurf that I used last week, and it was able to fix it fully in one go. And it only took like at least a minute or two. I was able to get this. This is my second time doing this. The other one I didn't share the sound, so you weren't able to hear the AI. But it looks like every time it's different, and it's not the same thing. It is a different experience every time. But let alone they're able to do stuff that we weren't able to do a couple years ago. So it's very nice to know. And that will be it.